This podcast is sponsored by BuyBiz.io. Discover premium AI-driven online businesses for sale, perfect for standalone growth or seamless integration. Explore now at BuyBiz.io to kickstart your digital success.
Legal considerations. When acquiring failing firms, avoid hidden pitfalls. Discover vital legal factors to weigh when buying failing firms to avoid surprises and make smart investments. Learn what to watch for. Legal considerations for acquiring failing firms. What you need to know. Hey, so imagine you're sitting down thinking about buying a struggling business. It might sound like a golden opportunity. You get it at a bargain price, maybe there's some untapped potential, or you see ways to turn it around. But hold on, there's a lot more going on behind the scenes than just the price tag. Acquiring a failing firm comes with some pretty significant legal considerations that can either make or break the whole deal. Let me walk you through some of the key things to keep in mind if you're eyeballing a business that's on the rocks. Understanding the financial troubles. First off, you need to understand why the business is failing in the first place. Is it just bad management, an outdated product? Or is there something deeper like ongoing lawsuits, unpaid taxes, or massive debt? From a legal standpoint, these issues could mean hidden liabilities waiting to pop up right after you take ownership. The importance of due diligence. This is no time to cut corners. Due diligence is your best friend here. You're basically doing a full background check on the company, including contracts. Are there any long-term contracts that might be a headache? Maybe leases, supplier agreements, or customer contracts you'll be inheriting. Liabilities. Check for outstanding debts, lawsuits, or environmental issues. Sometimes these things aren't obvious unless you dig into court records or financial statements. Employee issues. Are there pending employee claims, benefits you'll be obligated to continue, or union contracts to navigate? Regulatory compliance. Does the business comply with local, state, and federal laws? If not, you might be inheriting fines or facing shutdown risks. All of this helps prevent nasty surprises after the purchase. Asset purchase versus share purchase. One crucial legal decision involves how you structure the deal. You can either buy the company's shares, ownership in the business entity itself, or just specific assets, equipment, trademarks, inventory, etc. Why does this matter? Because if you buy the shares, you generally inherit all the company's liabilities, good and bad. On the other hand, an asset purchase might let you cherry-pick what you want and leave behind the liabilities, but it can be more complicated and costly, and not all assets may be transferable. Bankruptcy and insolvency laws. Failing companies often operate in or near bankruptcy proceedings. If a business is already in bankruptcy, laws protect both the creditors and buyers, which adds another layer of complexity. You may need to negotiate with creditors or a bankruptcy trustee, and your purchase might be subject to court approval. Employment law considerations. Don't forget the people side of things. If you're taking over a struggling company, what happens to the employees? Are there union contracts or severance obligations? Sometimes you'll be required to keep employees on board or honor their benefits, which can add to your costs. Environmental and other regulatory risks. Some failing businesses, especially manufacturing or industrial ones, could have environmental liabilities. That's something the new owner might be responsible for cleaning up, and it can get expensive fast. So, it's a good idea to get environmental assessments done beforehand. Intellectual property and brand issues. In some cases, the value in buying a failing business lies in the brand name, patents, or technology. Make sure these intellectual property rights are clearly defined and transferable. Otherwise, you might be buying a shell without any real value. Wrapping it up. So yeah, buying a failing firm can feel like walking a tightrope. You're trying to score something valuable at a discount, but the risks are real. That's why anyone contemplating such a move needs to get solid legal advice and really invest the time to understand what they're getting into. If all this talk about acquiring businesses has you curious about your own potential investment, you might want to check out Archie Holdings' AI-based businesses for sale. They have a range of AI-focused businesses listed across different industries, which could be a smart play in this fast-growing sector. Explore our listings today. Whether you're looking for a promising startup or a restructuring opportunity, you'll find detailed listings and opportunities worth your time. At the end of the day, just remember, the shiny price tag isn't all there is. Knowing the legal landscape and having a clear strategy can turn that struggling business into your next success story.